it like that.
Hey girl, this is me, Enoch, back at another video, and this week we're going to be doing a story time about how I almost got caught by the police doing the nasty. So we're going to hop right into it. So boom, it's 2017, 2018. I am a junior in high school, and your bitch recently downloaded Jack. If you don't know what Jack is an app for the black LGBT, or majority of the black LGBTQ community to go on there and find other people that want to fuck them, right? It's a hookup app. It's really much all it is. Some people find love, girl, but that's not my story on Jack, right? So whatever. So to say this, to give y'all a little background story, I recently got not a relationship, but I recently started fooling with this guy in high school because he tried to get the cops involved with me, and I was just a scorn bitch. Right? I just got through fooling with this stupid DL nigga. So I was kind of over niggas. I just wanted to dig, you know. I don't want love. I want dig, girl. Bullshitting, bitch. You know you want some love, hoe. Stop playing. That's all I wanted to myself when I was younger. Girl, stop playing. You know you want some fucking love, girl. Stop playing with a nigga. Like, you know you want some love, bitch. Like, you know it. Like, stop playing. But anyway, so I had I download Jack, boom, right? So on Jack, again, profile's blank. So this blank profile hit me. I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I said, cool, how are you? He said, I'm doing good. What about you? I said, good. So again, Jack is a hookup app. So it wasn't no kumbaya, girl. We was not trying to find out who had on purple socks, who had on green socks, girl. We didn't try to figure out, girl, who was her favorite TV show. We hopped straight into it, right? So I said, no, sorry. He said, so what you doing? I said, I'm good. And then the next thing was like, oh, so you trying to fuck? And I was like, yeah. So I'm trying to fuck. So we're gonna fast forward, because that was around like 4 something p.m. Now I usually only exercise around like 5 p.m. back then, right? Because the sun was still out. It was still early enough where it was still early enough where the niggas weren't, because I did stay in the hood. I still stay in the hood, but it was bright enough where the niggas weren't out, but it was cool enough where I could still exercise without getting overheated, right? So bam, 5. I was working at 5. So we texted at 4, at 5, until workout. And I said, cool, like that. But he didn't respond back until 6 something. So I get, at this point, back home. I took my shower, girl. Lots of laundry's up. So I was I wasn't expecting nothing for the night, but, you know, whatever like that. I didn't really eat that day, so that was whatever. I guess, who knows? Maybe I was meant for this shit, huh, right? So, anyways, I was all greased up, just, you know, mind my business at home. And I get this text back. He's like, oh, so you be down to fuck? And I said, yeah, I mean, I already told you that. And then he's like, all right, cool. What's your addy, and can I come? Now, your girl still doesn't. I don't give up my address to niggas I do not know. If it's a hookup, I would tell them to pick me up down the street, or I would walk down into my street and then they pick me up there, or I would meet them there, or something like that. Or if I trust you, then, you know, I can give you my address. If I trust you. Like, if I know you, nigga, like some shit go down, they can find your bitch ass. That's the only reason I would probably give them my address. But I didn't give my address at this point in time. And I was like, yo, and it was a Wednesday because my mom went to choir practice. He didn't fuck at my house, but I told him about this park down the street. Now, mind you, keeping back in mind, we lived where I used to live. We lived by the police station, but a bitch, that shit didn't click to me. I was a young girl, so of course that didn't click to me back then, right? Whatever. So, he said, I gave him the address of the park. I told him to meet me there around 8. Now, it was a Wednesday because my mom went to choir practice. My mama was a drummer back then for a church. So they had choir practice every Wednesday. So this particular Wednesday, she had, it was a late choir practice, right? So she left about 8, won't be back to 10 or 11, right? Cool fucking beans, right? So she know I worked out that evening, because this is important too. Keep this in mind too. She know I worked out that evening, right? So when I got home, she was basically like getting ready to go out that night to choir practice when I was coming back home around like 6 something, right? I mean 6 something, 5:30ish, right? She was like, okay, well, you gonna be in the house for? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like that. She said, okay, cool. I'm gonna leave a key. I said, cool. Beans, whatever. So boom. So fast forward back to I gave my address. I gave him the park address. I told him to be there at 8 o'clock. Because she'll be leaving at 8 o'clock. They give me enough time to do whatever we need to do because she went back to 10 or 11. So from 8 to 9, well, 8 to 9:30 was my time period of fucking. So hour and a half, girl. Niggas don't last that long anyway, so it don't even fucking matter. So, because I was giving like 30. Gonna lie to you, I think expecting this thing about to be 30, girl. I ain't gonna lie to you, I think I was gonna give him head, and that was pretty much it, but whatever. So cool, 8 o'clock hit. I said, well, I haven't eaten anything, so I just walked down there, girl. It won't be no crazy. So I put on my thottish clothes, so the girls were tight, and a rolled up t-shirt, girl, with a knot in it. That's pretty much my thought wear, no drawers. No drawers, no, it was giving no drawers, tie up shirt, girl, and leggings, bitch. And mama was thick back then, honey. So mama had the ass on her. You know what I'm saying? I got skinny ass girl, but no, back then, mama had like big girl ass, like, bitch. It was giving, right? So I walked my little fast ass girl down the goddamn street around, like I said, 8 something, and he got there like 8:13. I was already there. Well, I mean, we got to say about the same time, because I was crossing the street to go to the park at around, I probably say 8:11, because he showed up like literally 2 seconds after me. And, you know, I saw his car. Now, around you this time, you know, the niggas aren't really outside because it was starting to get a little colder outside. So, you know, niggas don't like the cold. So, everybody was at the house already. And I said, cool, whatever, like that. So it was just me and him and a whole parking lot, girl. But of course, we went in a corner because, yeah, that's what you would do. Even with nobody there, girl, you still gotta be secretive as fuck. So we went to the little corner thing. So I got in this car, I went to the little corner, and, you know, I hopped in the car. Now, I remember how I told you I was got a relationship with this nigga, right? So I hopped in the car. I look up. And girl, it was the boy I was messing with. I just got through messing with, right? Or at least I thought, right? So the boy I used to mess with has a brother, has a twin brother, right? And I knew of him, but I didn't know about him enough to, of course, dive into it. And when I looked in the car, when I hopped in the car, I said, Juan? And he on talking about, nah, that ain't me. And back in my head, I'm thinking like, nigga, I know your face. Cause I mean, you think you done like, nigga, I know your face. Didn't I just like fuck with you like for a good while? So I know your body and I know your face. I know your face. And he's talking about, nah, that ain't me. It's like, nah, that's my brother. My name is, girl, I'm saying Julio. And I said, and I got confused because the bitch, I was like, wait a minute. I said, oh, you his twin brother, huh? He was like, yeah. I'm saying, okay. Now I pat myself on that. I'm like, bitch, I got twins. Girl, that was not a cute ass flex, girl, but back then I thought it was. I said, girl, I got twins, bitch. I fucked around with twins. Your girl got twins on her team, bitch. Bitch so fine, she has twins fucking with her. You're a Pooh. So, I said, oh, okay, cool. So, I was like, yeah, so we still good, blah, blah. I said, yeah, we still good. And he was like, okay, cool. And then we drove over in the parking lot. I mean, we drove over to the little space, like a Ben said child shit. And so we started feeling each other, touching each other. You know how shit go, girl. Y'all need some of them details, bitch. Just know shit got steamy and the car got foggy, right? So I would say 10 minutes in, we about to get the fucking right. So at this point, clothes are off, tops are off, mouths are mouths, honey. It's just steamy. It's just a steamy ass car. We see lights, poof, like bright ass lights, girl. And we look, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Because we was just like, what the fuck? And, you know, we see bright ass lights. And then we hear, or whatever, girl, police sirens, man, girl, that sound. And bitch, we hopped out of each other's lap so fast. Girl, we bitch, girl, hey, my shirt. Girl, we seen girl doing shit, right? So the seat already back. So it was kind of, I wasn't like, my pants were off, but I could easily sign it back on because they were around my ankles, honey. So it was just giving very much that. He didn't put his shirt back on, girl. So it was like, and by the time we're doing all that, of course the cops can see because light going through the fucking car. It's foggy, but ain't that foggy. And the windows ain't tinted. So, you know, of course the cops come around. And was like, they knocked on the window, let down the window. He was like, hey, how y'all doing? We said, good. Now, he knew what was doing because bitch, he wrote as fuck. Like, we all know what was doing. And because again, mind you, we live right corner from the police station. So, of course, he gonna go check a car out. And then we was in the hood, per se. So, bitch, duh. So, he knocked on the window. How you doing? We said, we good. He's like, okay, good. So of course, they checked the license plates, make sure the boy ain't got no warrants and like that. Thank God, because bitch, I could not go to jail that night. Or have my mom get called, girl, because I was a minor. I was 17, so I was a minor, girl. So I was just over it, honey. I was like, you know what? Nah, bitch. He said, how you doing? He said, good, checking the place. I said, Lord, please tell me I'm not busy getting in trouble and go to jail tonight. I thought I was gonna go to jail, girl, knowing damn well I should probably get my mom a call. Girl, that'd be even worse, because bitch, I would not be able to do that shit down. So, the cops, you know, say, okay, give me your driver's license. You know what regular cops do. You know what regular shit cops do. Give me your license and your registration. He did that. And it popped up. He said, all right, here y'all go. Well, here you go, sir. Y'all know this is a private park. Y'all cannot be here, which is stupid because it's a public park. But I guess after a certain time, y'all shut it down, which is stupid because I see people all the time out there basketball. But I guess they ain't doing shit wrong like we was doing, I guess. So, whatever. So he say, hey, this is our property. Y'all can't be on here at a certain time. I need y'all to go home. So we said, cool, whatever like that. Fine. So at this point, they leave, and we put back on our clothes. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that is about. So we put on all our clothes, right? I put on my shirt, I put on my tights, stuff like that, and I have to go. I was like, what? I said, well. Well, this was fine, but I'm going to go ahead home. I head back home. He was like, all right, bet, same. So we didn't get up with her, girl. I just hopped in the fucking car, girl, and I went about my way. Now, even though I can accidentally drop me off at home, but again, I was scared people know where I live, so I decided to walk on. Oh, bitch, at least I couldn't get him to halfway, because bitch, I was going to see him again. I should know that shit, but it is what it is. So I was like, okay, cool. He's like, all right, cool. And then hopped the car, girl, and I walked down the street, basically. Now, at that time, it was 10-something. Ooh. It was 10-something. I looked at my car and said, damn, it was 10-something. But I was like, well, mom gonna be here till 11. So I'm walking down there, girl. I'm thinking like, damn, you's a dumb bitch. You was got arrested tonight. That's funny as shit. You know, I was laughing, but I was kind of getting on myself. Because I always do that shit, girl, after I finish with something dumb as fuck. So I had my corner of the street I live on. And girl, guess who run up behind me? My mama. She was like, what you doing out here? Because again, mind you, it was dark. It's like right there at 10 o'clock. Now, what the fuck you doing out here? Like, as a mother, I understand where she's coming from now. Back then, of course, I just want her to leave me alone. But nah. As a mother, I understand where she was coming from. Like, girl, what the fuck my child doing out here at 10 o'clock at night, honey? Should be in the fucking house. Like, you had no reason to be out here. So I give her this bullshit ass lie, girl. She know I was lying, bitch. I know I was lying, girl. I give her this bull ass lie talking about, oh, I left my house key at the park and I had to go get it. Da, da, da. And she looked at me like, my nigga, really? That's what she giving me? You left your keys, my house keys, and even then you being unresponsible because you left my house keys at the goddamn park. But okay. But I thought that was a gator lie and telling her the bitch I'm gonna get caught by the fucking police fucking this nigga. So bam, right. I said, yeah, girl, she wasn't taking it for shit, but she didn't really question me about it anymore. Well, yeah, I left my keys at the park. Like, so you left my house open? Girl, I was like, every time it was always something. Like, well, nah, I mean, I like the gate. Behind the gate, behind no key. I said, I just pushed it up. He's like, Cause bitch, I was lying. Like, I was lying like a bull. Like, girl, I was such a bad liar. And she just looked at me for the son like, bitch, I know you lying, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and let you have it, girl. However you was doing, I'm just glad you safe. But she didn't say that. But you know that look. If you have a protective mother, you know that look like I know you lying, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you pass with this one, but just know I know you lying, right? So whatever, like that. And we go, you know, she, of course, I got in the car, girls. We had the whole conversation. We go to the house, girl. I took another shower because, of course, I felt dirty and, you know, things like that. Because, you know, and then you smell like people, right? You know, you smell like people in car situations. So we in the shower and went to bed. And that was pretty much it for that story. I never heard from him again. Pretty much, I only heard, like, of him doing other shit with a brother. Because the other boy, girl, again, holding the story time, a long ass story time. This kind of long, but that was a long ass story time about his brother, girl. But the other twin, I don't really hear too much about him anymore. And that's pretty much it. I think he's still on Jack, and you know, I guess doing boys. So. But yeah, that's pretty much it, girlies. Thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Sorry if it's all over the place. If y'all have any suggestions of how I can tell my story times a little bit better, let me know. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye.